POC Network here at CES 2023, and we're at the Twinkly booth. Twinkly. And they have some cool products, and they twinkle. But those are over there. What we're looking at over here is something different. This is actually a really big thing in the market. You know, it's been for a while with Leaf and some of these other companies that have really come up with some really neat LED panels. And they're lights, they're cool. Sometimes they have some motion or anything. I'm not saying anything bad or anything, but when it comes to immersion, this is kind of cool. Now, Brian here with Twinkly is going to tell us a little bit about these.
This is our new square product. It's 64 pixels in each 8x8 square. So it starts with a master controller. You have a starter pack, one master, and then it's 5 additional squares for a total of 6. Then you can get 3 add-ons for a total of 16 squares per group. And we can actually go and group those wirelessly into a larger array like this. If you've got a wall is this large, you want to go really, really immersive, you can do that. We just launched this week our entertainment hub, which allows for screen mirroring, as well as, which we're seeing here, as well as audio analyzation, which will give you that visual representation of the audio that's happening. Mm-hmm. We have a live performer in the booth that is doing some sets, and we're able to watch that visual truly immersive, as you said, truly immersive experience happen on the squares, on the walls, anything that we have within our ecosystem that currently resides on our app. That's where we've been before. So now with that entertainment hub, kind of opens up a little bit more for integration, which is something that everybody's been asking for from a product standpoint.
And I love this. This actually just brings out the inner nerd a little bit when I see this. And I was making a joke earlier. I'm like, I need something like this on my wall at home and just put it into the pattern of Space Invaders.
Yeah, absolutely. The other cool thing, we could just make a GIF of you and put you up on the wall, and you can look at yourself. And I mean,
I'm not that conceited.
Well,
no.
I mean,
but maybe for 5 minutes a day.
Yeah,
just to collect on it a little bit.
Daily
Reflect.
affirmations.
Yes, absolutely.
Daily affirmations.
We made a joke earlier about plugging in the camera so we can see ourselves as we're recording this.
Yeah.
And we technically could, because it's just mirroring.
That's right.
Not just mirroring. I mean, you have other options, obviously,
right.
But it's that easy.
Yeah, so from a gaming standpoint, obviously we have that. Digital signage, wall art, pixel mapping is a big thing. So now instead of putting it on a small cube, you can put it on a wall. So from your artistic and creativity side, really trying to make sure that we've got that experience covered on all angles, not just gaming, not just Christmas, but now we're able to kind of really go full bore into the market and make sure we're hitting all the boxes.
Now these are available right now.
They are available right now. MSRP for the starter pack, I believe, is $250.
Okay.
And that will get you those 6 squares. And those add-ons you can buy in a 3-pack or a single pack. I believe the 3-pack is around that $150 MSRP. They're available out in the marketplace right now, which is really cool. They're pretty hot, so they'll go from in stock to out of stock real quick. So pick them up fast.
So what are we looking at? If I wanted to put something this big in my wall, how much would this really cost me?
Something on this big would probably be around $2,000, $2,500 for this large.
Is that all?
Is that it?
It's just a small sacrifice for a nice Space Invader pattern on my wall.
That's right.
Yeah, I love this. It's neat. I like that it's very user-friendly, and it's just a lot, again, immersive. That's really just the best word to use for this. I've really been a fan of some of those LED squares and triangles and everything else from some of these companies, but they've never really captured me that, well enough for me to actually go out and buy anything. I'm like, yeah, but what am I going to use them for, I don't stream or anything like that, but this is it's the inner nerd in you just screams, why wouldn't I have this?
Yeah, and the inner nerd screams in me the way that we actually get to this point. So what's super cool is that, I call it the secret sauce, is the mapping piece. So in this array, we have 7 different groups of those master controllers. In the app, we were able to group them together because they're all on the same network, and then we can actually map them. Using our smartphone, it blinks the lights back and forth, and then it gives us that map. So so we could take this down and put it in a different array. We could put it on a different wall. So the fact that it's a multi-use product, I tend to get bored easily, so I might like this setup. I may want to put it into more of a traditional rectangle shape so I can get my GIFs or if I want to have a logo scrolling, if I've got any kind of a Twitch feed or anything like that from a branding standpoint, you can utilize it. But that mapping piece is the secret sauce. That's the stuff that I get geeked out about, because it takes seconds to be able to map something and then completely change your environment.
That is actually pretty neat.
Yeah.
So you're not having to deal with software where you're dragging and dropping and trying to create a pattern on the screen and mimic what you've done on the wall. You just bring on the app and it does everything for you.
Yep, and then with the entertainment hub, it's just plugging it into where is it in relation to your screen? Do I want it to extend it? Do I want to mirror it?
Yeah.
So we have all those normal options that we would expect from that immersive background environment standpoint.
And a huge collection of artwork and stuff to play with.
Oh yeah, tons.
Now, is there a whole community behind it as well, where people can upload their own, things that they've done with theirs, and that really worked out well?
It's really funny because if you look at some of the forums out there that people are Twinkly enthusiasts, everybody is always sharing content and things like that. Our hope is that we'll have a repository where you create something that is that let's say is sports based, then you want to be able to put the Philadelphia Eagles up on your wall. Maybe not the Eagles.
New York Rangers. Definitely the New York Rangers.
All right, that's fine. But you can actually go and grab that from somebody else and put it up. So that would definitely be the ultimate goal of where we want to go and create that community and that little ecosystem to help each other out.
Now I can just see an animation of Lundqvist going back and forth in his good days,
That'd be phenomenal.
Oh my gosh. So this is great. I love this. I want one of these in my room. It's everywhere in my house. I kind of want these. But I have a perfect, I got a home office that this would be just awesome between two walls. I can come with all sorts of fun stuff with. So you might have earned a new customer here just for me walking through and seeing this. This is neat. It's at Best Buy and other locations. Sells out, comes back in, sells out. It's doing really well. Obviously, our viewers can learn more about these from Twinkly's website.
Yep.
And it's just twinkly.com.
It's just twinkly.com.
And then Amazon?
Amazon, it's also out on Amazon, Best Buy, a few other locations, but those are where it is currently in stock.
So in other words, Google it, and you're going to get a lot of results. So Twinkly, now it's a great company. You guys have the Christmas tree. One of our colleagues here has one of the Christmas trees. He absolutely loves it. And the artwork that you've done, or just the effects on these walls over here, have been really cool too. Of course, that's all commercial, right?
Right, correct.
Okay, still cool though. I threatened to drape my whole outside of my house with those if I could.
I think you should.
That would be awesome.
Yeah,
I don't know how my
absolutely.
neighbors would feel, but definitely check out Twinkly's website, commercial or consumer. Check them out. These are really neat. They're user-friendly, and they're selling out fast, so you better jump on it. Brian, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And this is cool. I want these. If you want to stay on top of all the latest and greatest, and or at least the gadgets we cover, remember to subscribe right here. Subscription button. Click it. You're going to want to. There's lots of videos, interviews, previews, all sorts of stuff. Button. Click it.